If only Josh had known that the secret behind his wife's red ribbon was a door that was never meant to be opened, he would have burned his curiosity alive. But Josh was a man who believed that in a marriage there should be no secrets. He didn't realize that this secret is the only thing keeping his world from shattering. Josh and Sarah lived a quiet life in a small town in England. Their home was a modest bungalow that sat just a few yards away from a deep, still lake. It was a peaceful place, far from the noise of the Nigerian cities they had left behind. To Josh, his life felt like a dream he didn't deserve. He was an average man with a simple job, yet he had somehow won the heart of Sarah, the most beautiful woman he's ever set his eyes on. Sometimes he would wake up in the middle of the night just to watch her sleep, wondering why a woman like her would choose a quiet life with him. But a mystery hovers in the air. Since the day they met, Sarah has always worn a red velvet ribbon tied in a delicate bow around her neck. In the beginning, Josh thought it was a piece of jewelry. Even when she wore it on their wedding day, he didn't think much of it. But as the seasons bled into years, the mystery of the ribbon began to itch at the back of his mind. She wore it to church, she wore it to bathe. Even in their most intimate moments, she wore that red silk. "Sarah, love," he would say, trying to keep his voice light as they sat by the fireplace. "You are the most beautiful woman in this town. You don't need that old string. Let me buy you a gold necklace to replace it." Sarah would never get angry. She would simply go still, her eyes reflecting the grey mist of the lake outside. She would touch the ball with trembling fingertips, her voice dropping to a whisper that barely reached him. "It's not just a ribbon, Josh. It's a promise. And as long as you love me, you will never ask me to take it off." But that statement only piqued Josh's curiosity. He started to watch her, wondering if she was hiding a scar from a past she was ashamed of. He was convinced that if he could just see what was beneath it, he would finally understand. He didn't know that the ribbon was holding back the dark truth of her very existence. What happens next? Hit the like button and follow for part 2.